about it generally, I would confess with the traffic on our roads. And it's going to be increasing for the holiday, the 4th, and the days before and after. And I do hope that everyone who drives a car will seriously remind himself or herself, as the case may be, that they must take extra precautions. We don't want their own enjoyment as well as that of the rest of their fellow citizens to be endangered by accidents which are likely to occur on any holiday season.
Where are you from? I'm from East Jesus. Where are you coming? I came here, I just came here with the fun. Actually, cool.
Let me ask you this. You jazz?
Yeah, actually.
You have any particular favorite?
Yeah, Jerry Mulligan is my favorite. How about you, Derek?
I don't have any favorites.
You don't have any favorites at all? What do you have?
I really like jazz.
You know? Where'd you come in from? What's your name was?
For the ride.
For the ride? You're a crowd.
It's one of my favorite movies. It's 1958 Newport Jazz Festival. Really good documentary. Saw it when I was a little kid, well, actually my teens.
Henry Grimes and Roy Haynes remain on stage to accompany.
Made me fall in love with Anita O'Day, if you can look her up.
A man who
Turns out she's a big old young keyboard. She could sing. Born without a uvula, which seemingly matters. It's rare. Helps with singing, it seems.
We can't describe him exactly as daring, because I think he is unconcerned with any opposition to his music.
I like ducks a lot.
He concerns himself
Ducks are cool.
with such
Ducks are funny.
elements as the
Ducks are beneficial.
tone which he
And they're
can
ducks.
find in our Western
How can you
scales.
not love ducks?
He'll strike two
Daffy Duck is cool.
adjoining notes on the piano. Two adjoining
Hey,
notes.
Seven, just digging some jazz
Notes
here.
in between.
It's a documentary, so it's got the talkie and the singy. It's just one of my favorite albums, or one of my favorite movies, so I decided to make some content. Why the hell not? Ducks are that. Ducks can be persnickety too. They're little vandals. I like that. Don't fall asleep around ducks because they'll peck at you, and it's funny. You wake up with a duck face staring at you. Aren't you, duck? Get out of here. You try to chase one. It's hard to chase a duck. They usually win. We have domestic ducks and you have wild ducks, flightless and flightful. So, yeah, I like ducks. Thanks for asking, duck. I'm down with ducks. Get it? Because ducks have down. Oh, you get that one there, duck? I'm just a little daffy. Oh, get it, duck.
John regards the wizard of his hair. The third race is just about to get underway. The weather out here is sunny with a smoky haze on the horizon.
This movie was a big influence on the making of Woodstock and Monterey Pop, which I think Monterey Pop a lot more than Woodstock. I want to see if I can get Monterey Pop for free on this, because I would. Not Woodstock, I've probably seen Woodstock too many times. If you haven't seen Woodstock, you probably should. On Monterey Pop is a bigger thing, bigger deal, I think. One of the beginnings of the hippie thing. Hippie generation wasn't a generation at all. There weren't that many hippies to start with. I think Monterey Pop had more of the intelligentsia, more of the creators, not just the greasy gutter hippies. I like the commune type hippies. Unless you're Charles Manson, then they're interesting, but not the best of the best. Not the best. I spruced up my beard for my next live stream. Want to see? Of course you do. Oh, can't see a damn thing, can you? Oh well. Trust me. I was looking like hell. Looked like just came out of the Bowery. So, I never looked that great, but I try to look a little better than sometimes. Really like the lighting. Funny learning to use this lighting. Depends on the music. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. Going back to my going live whenever I want to. Sometimes I want to a lot. So why not? I got enough data. I got ideas. I got plans. It's evolving. Hey, Pat, I'm listening to, well, I guess we're listening to the 1958 Newport Jazz Festival, which is actually a movie for free on YouTube. And it's called Jazz on a Summer's Afternoon. And I recommend everybody watch the movie and dig it because it's jazz. It's 1958. It's a well filmed movie. And you get to, the audience is great. It's totally 1958 people. You know, the cool sunglasses and stuff. And it's really good jazz. It's a variety. And it has Chuck Berry for some reason coming up. It's a really great Chuck Berry performance.
San Salvador.
So if you think you want to learn more about jazz, go no further than this movie. Jazz on a Summer's Afternoon. I really, it's just a pretty movie. You can listen to it as well as watch it. I like that because, well, it's jazz. And it's summer. It's an afternoon. It's 1958. What else do you really need to know? And it was edited very, 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 very well, I think. Documentary people can really learn from watching this. The Siegs are great. I love frogs. frogs are vanishing too. And, oh, God, I love frogs. Frogs are cool. It could be too noisy. When I lived in Louisiana, I was driving on the road with my really stupidest ex, and it was something horrendous racket. It was a horrible noise. And what is that awful noise? It's the frogs. It's a lot of frogs. I don't know my species well enough. I know the little green tree frogs are beautiful. We used to get those in Sierra Nevada, sorry. Yeah, they're just little green, cool little frogs. Maybe hopping around and just beautiful color of king cobra green, you know? I'll call it king cobra green because for some of us that's an actual color. I'm gonna show my foot. According to a couple of my friends, I'm not allowed to show my feet for free, and I'm not going to do it for free, so I can't. I don't do anything for money, so, but I think I will soon. How you doing, Monk? Thanks for showing up. I haven't. Thank you, people. Yeah, they have big feet. They move really quickly, and they can go into the trees too. So, yeah, there's bunches of them around. So, and I don't know my froggy varieties well, but I like them. You know, if I came across a frog, I'd be really excited. And I'd take it back to somewhere the water is, and go frog, go free. I know they have stampedes. I would like to see if. Actually, when I was in Canada, there were frog crossing areas. Like, what's that about? Well, they stampede once a year, and we block off the street so the frogs can cross the street. And I thought that was absolutely great. And the whole community, bands do. Okay, this is Anita O'Day, who's one of my favorites. I saw this when I was a teenager, and I fell in love with Anita O'Day. If you watch the movie or just watch her video, she's beautiful. Turns out she was a giant junkie, but she was great. She got busted in some heroin thing in earlier years, and she lost her career, but she came back, and she showed up here. Do that, Chris. You'll be amazed. And her bio is great. Hey, Chris, thanks for showing up, man. You gotta be a moderator, because Chris is cool as hell, by the way. Hey, Mike. How you doing, man? Art Blakey's great. This movie, Jazz on a Summer Afternoon, is probably the best jazz documentary ever, Chris. And it's free on YouTube. And it made me decide that I really like jazz. I'm not a big jazz expert, but this movie I watch probably annually. I've turned people onto this movie, and they're just stunned that it even exists. And it's in beautiful color. You got to dig the audience shots too. The big players in the movie, and the editing is superb. I can't speak highly enough of this movie. Yeah, they worked really well with the kind of low pace of the music. So this is a cheap investment. I think it's $15, but I'm glad I did it. But it doesn't work with all music. Some of it's just relentless. But it's pretty with this. And it's not really technology. Actually, the light actually goes around. There's a mechanical turning, which I really like. Hey, yo, how you doing? We're digging some 1958 jazz here because that's what I wanted to hear, and I figured I'd share it with you. And this is the great late Anita O'Day. Which is Chris's. You're allowed to say dig with jazz. But Chris is going to dig this the most. Actually, the whole movie. Yeah, when I went to sleep, I slept too long yesterday. Probably drive them crazy. There's too much. There's too many of them. Might like them or just ignore them. Yeah, I'm glad I found your channel, Chris. We're with our good friend JJ, and JJ rocks. JJ is absolutely what's up. JJ's a good friend of this channel. He shows up, his movie stuff, which is for monster movie stuff. I like his array of stuff. He loves his Godzilla, and as well as their monster stuff or horror stuff. But you gotta have monsters too. I'm down with monsters. And then she was born without a uvula, which means she doesn't have to do breasts very much. JJ's a great kid. JJ's a trip. JJ is an original and a very nice man. And he's got the good JoJo edge. JJ edge. I just like him. I caught on to his stuff because of Mormo, and I was hooked. I'm glad his channel's still growing. Some original content's great. I don't know. It's just, do what you do with it. I don't know if mine can be construed as original content. It's just me talking, I guess, and playing music I like. It's all about the music, man. If I like it, I play it. And I do take requests on occasion. If anybody ever goes onto my channel and comments on any of my videos, and if they have music that I might find interesting, please do. I might feature it, or at least on a short. Definitely. There's another guy named Chris Hill who comes on here, and he's like the musicologist, and he gives me tips on music, and they're always good. And my taste in music's pretty generally pretty good. I'll give myself that, and people do enjoy it, so I enjoy presenting it. And weirdly enough, my channel's growing. So that pleases me. I didn't think that was going to happen. That's nice. That's nice. And again, I'm doing cooking videos every Friday. College radio is the hope. Those kids don't get paid for it. They do a lot of work. Yeah. It's just community radio in general. So I had a friend who used to do a Hawaiian music show, and she was all about the research, and she spent a lot of money doing it for free. She drove several stations too. She was devoted, and I learned to like Hawaiian music, and I went to a couple of hula shows, which were absolutely a blast. And we got to see 3 or 4 of those. Hawaiians are great people. There's a large Hawaiian community in Santa Cruz County, I found out. Well, and some of the other counties. And they have crab feeds too, and there's a lot of food. They ain't cheap, but they're worth it. It's like $50 to go. And for good music and a bunch of crab. Yeah, I think that's a good deal. It's a screaming deal. And really nice people. Giant-sized Hawaiian women will give you big hugs and make fun of the haole. They love, you know. Yeah, sometimes you get kids, though. Relatively young people who just are music geeks. I love crab. And those feeds, it's all you can eat crab. That's a lot. I can eat a lot of crab, too. I eat a lot of crab. You know, cracking that stuff. Shells everywhere. And you get coupons for some beer, not a whole bunch. They don't want you getting drunk, even though Hawaiians have been known to drink. Some of them do. Hey, fatty, how you doing? Nice to have a fatty on the board. All sizes. All sizes. Good. Glad to hear it. I'm doing good too. I had started off with a bad morning and it got better. So I decided to do some jazz. Because this is really good jazz. 1958, man. You're not dealing with some of the crappy jazz that they pass off as jazz these days. Yeah. They're playing some Dixieland, which is a nice break. They play all types of 1958 jazz right here. They got Louis Armstrong coming up and Chuck Berry from, I guess Chuck Berry was considered, I don't think just wanted to get I don't know, they just put on Jack Berry, so jazz people are cool that way. It's not really jazz, but we like it anyway. So, and he was great. That's his best performance ever on this movie. This is jazz on a summer afternoon. Great movie. I recommend it. If you know a little jazz, you'll know quite a bit of jazz by the time the movie's over, and you'll like more jazz. The old stuff. That's Jack Kerouac. A lot of the beats showed up for this concert, which was a 2-day concert. And the Louis Armstrong is, it's Louis Armstrong. You can't be bad if it's Louis Armstrong. I think he was the last performance. I love me some Satchmo, man. You gotta dig it. Of course I like Coltrane and Dick Miles. The movie is jazz on a summer's afternoon. And yeah, all this stuff. She had a long career and she did a lot of scat. She was really big band for a while, but she got busted for heroin and that wrecked everything. And they found out she had, oh my goodness, black husband, which was a big deal back then. So she had a tragic life, but man, this movie brought her back. And she got some performances after that. I think she moved to France or the Netherlands, one or the other. So she got her career back, which is, yeah. And again, born without a uvula, so she can inhale and exhale and sing at the same time. Yeah, that's it, Chris. Check it out, man. It's free on YouTube. So, This used to come on when I was a teenager, come in the middle of the night. That Woodstock would show up, and Easy Rider would show up at weird times at night. So I think there was somebody cool spinning movies that nobody else was watching because it was 3 in the morning. Tenenbaum in the middle of summer. Yeah, gotta dig this. Oh, they're playing this on a sailboat. That's great. Well, it's Newport. So. I don't know if the Blues Festival, the Folk Festival shows up for free, but I'm all about playing free stuff. Not gonna ask people to watch stuff. Everything I watch is free. And I don't monetize as I can on this because it's all copyright stuff here. Hi, Austin. What's the matter? Do that on Chris. Tell me what you think, because Chris, I know you're gonna love it. You're gonna, you want to watch it many, many times just for the music. Just I'm pretty sure the sound would be pretty good.
You hear that music in the background. I bet you can guess where we are tonight. We're at the Jazz Festival. Let me tell you, it is really wonderful. What do they say? The joint is really jumping. I think that's kind of passé by now. We have found a very lovely lady here, and I think that she is one person who's really responsible.
I can't remember everybody who was on this
Elaine Lorla. How are you tonight, Elaine?
documentary, but it's everybody.
Are you pleased with what you see tonight? I'm very happy. No, actually, I think we're very fortunate. There's no rain, and I brought along a heavy leather coat, and I don't think I'm going to need it at all. No, I don't think so. I was glad that I tucked away in my bag.
I gotta roll the cigarette because this jazz, and I gotta do it this way because I don't know. You might be somewhere else, but I got this for free right here, and there's several. You could pay for it, or you could get it for free here, but it might be, who knows. Got it here. Yeah, just buy it. It's worth buying. It's screamingly good, Chris. Well, you can hear enough of it that you want to. And for 1958 standards, the sound's pretty good. It's 1958. Things have progressed some. And I think they worked on the editing here. I think they worked with the sound anyway, because they did. I have no idea who a lot of these people are. I think it's Pops Prado, but I'm not sure. Somebody did. I should check out the listings, because I probably will play this here again, because I can. It's like an album. You can listen to it over and over again. Yep. I cut down on my smoking a little bit, but I'm going to have one now anyway, but it's non-stop. It's not non-stop anymore. I'm only them one at a time. I know that's pretty boring, but people do ask. Why they ask, I don't know. People like me. Pretty caring community, Yeah, Chris, you're new here, but it's a really good channel, and everybody's cool. It's kind of, we get trolls, we get rid of them. We have some funny trolls, so we put up with them because they're great. They're mascots. Here we go. Gotta do this.
All of me. Why not take all
That's interesting.
of me?
I'm not going to be
Can't you see?
responding
I
to
know
text.
good without
I always come back to it.
you. Well,
Find my-
take my lips.
Find my device. Oh, there it is. I'm trying to turn the lights on this. And that's sure they dig in the effects.
Cause I never used them.
I'm gonna have to half-ass memorize all the players on this next time I come on, because people are gonna ask me, and I'll have to say, I don't know. It's just jazz and I like it. God, she has pipes. God, she's good.
Say you took the part. And what was my heart? So I suggest maybe that you come and get the rest.
Okay, I'm glad I could play this. Pat myself on the back a little. There we go. Yeah, this is something I would actually purchase to play if it was cheap enough. You don't have to, it's free. Who knows, it'll probably go away. But jazz being a national treasure, it should be free anyway, so there. And all the people on here are probably, I imagine all the performers are dead here. You gotta be a little patriotic in a sense to listen to this. Oh, Chris, I know you will. It's right up your alley. Thanks, Grapey. It works with the jazz very nicely because it breaks itself. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. But I'm a broke mofo, so I'm glad you're buying it. I feel yeah, good for you. I feel good about doing this because I'm exposing people to it and I'm giving people a sample because I'm not, you know, it's not straight play. And it is commentary, so yeah, it's okay. I do commentary on this stuff, yeah. And I don't monetize, so there. I'm glad that JJ's making some money here and there. Mormo's being a big help. Good for you, Mormo. I love Mormo. He's my friend. I know his channel's gone through issues. Yeah, YouTube. People gripe about YouTube, but actually it's still amazing. I don't agree with everything they do. It can be annoying, but overall it's a great news source, especially for music and stuff. Yeah, and I get all of my music for my live streams from YouTube. I like to get whole albums. The pre-made playlist for crap. I like mine actually, but you know, I don't think I ever get advertisements in between stuff here. I don't think that's ever happened. Maybe at the intro. I'd love to find out if YouTube ever is lined up before I go live. But yeah, my channel's growing more than I ever thought it would grow. I find it intimidating somehow. But I get a lot of support from friends. People show up, and Chris, you showed up. So. I think Stiv's on acid today. He's laying on his back, staring at stuff, and he hasn't bitten me, so he's having a nice trip. I think that. I don't want to see him. He's been on Angel Dust here before, and that didn't go well. He's bouncing off the ceilings. He had the strength of 15 mannequins. Oh, crap, and Cred, do it. Gonna do it again? That sucks. But you had your moment, man. You can say, I am made a binocular. Yeah, you did that. So that's cool. A lot of my projects, like my bootlegging, my whiskey making stuff, that's kind of I think that I made that twice, and I'll never do it again, but at least I can say I made booze. I made a bunch of Pruno. I've made Pruno and mead enough that I know what I'm doing, but I don't drink anymore, so there's that. So I'm making the cheese next with my... Actually talked to my ex on the phone, which we rarely do, and she's all on board about the cheese making. That's going to be in a couple of weeks. That's going to be a project. It's not going to be live, but it's going to be all here. So I hope you guys get to see my hours of content going about making cheese. Some of you guys will. Oh, I make cheese too. Yeah, Chris, you can buy a cheap still outfit, and it's not that hard, it's not that easy, but it's possible. It takes a lot of time, but it's worth it. I got really hammered. When you cut the cheese I'm making, it squeaks when you cut it, so you're gonna have squeaky farts. And that will be, it squeaks. I cut the cheese and it squeaks. My ex will laugh about that for hours. The woman loves a good fart joke. Artemis, how you doing? I came back. We're doing jazz today. 1958 jazz, as you probably noticed. It's the best. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. This is the best jazz movie ever made. Best jazz documentary ever made. I guarantee it. Art, jazz on a summer's afternoon. The music has to be kind of low tempo to actually work like this. I had to learn, but it does sync. So I'm glad about the darn thing. I like it cuts in and out. Oh, this is great. I don't know who half these people are, but I'm gonna get the playlist one of these days. If I ever get my other devices working, I could do that. I have the devices, and they will work, so I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but I will. Where's my coffee? There's my coffee. Yeah, I would try to talk my ex into going out and harvesting some uranium, but she hates the desert. And she doesn't like the idea of uranium. Limited exposure wouldn't harm you that much. Just wear a respirator. You don't want to breathe that shit. But you can get uranium. Looks great on black and white too. And you want to smuggle that into people's luggage at the airport. How about you a rock? Oh, the fun you could have. What is this rock? I don't know. And it would direct, but uranium, when it's not the dust, it just doesn't give that much. It turns into lead. The half-life is... I'd be more worried about breathing a bunch of lead dust. It's the same difference, really. I'll look this stuff up because I have time. It's like I don't know enough about radioactivity. I'm gonna learn, and I learn, and then I tell people about it, and they don't much care. I hope my neighbors are cool with this, but it's still early, so it's good music. Come here, don't like jazz. I'll send you away from my doorstep with a stern talking to. This is more blues anyway, but it's good blues. And I wonder how long this movie is.
Yeah. Oh, cool. It's not that long.
I'll listen to the whole thing. I think I will turn it down a little bit without trying to screw it up. Doesn't need to be that long, crowd. Yeah, these people can sing and play. And you don't hear any bad notes on this. Is that Jack Berry? Jack Berry, that's right. I know, he's not jazz. Screw it, I want a cigarette and I'm gonna have one. See if I can do this without screwing it up. You don't have to bear with me on this as always. People are pretty patient. That's gonna be dark for a minute. Oh no, that works. Oh, geez. No, I feel like unless I'm turn it sweat to the keys. What happens? This will be one of Chuck Berry's best performances, dude.
It's all right. Cause they'll be rocking on band. Even the horn of
1958, he was a youngster.
Way down in the morning, all the cats wanna dance. Sweet little 60.
Boy, this is not politically correct, this song. It's 16, Chris. Chuck, leave her alone. I think he's dead anyway. I don't know if he's alive or not. There we go. I'm back. Looking at the wrong camera. I'm great. Oh shit! Did a stupid. Did this? God, I knew I was gonna do that. Why did I do it anyway?
They're really rocking in folks.
Let's get a replay of this. I'm sorry. I screwed up. It happens. I'm not perfect. Yeah, Chuck used to pay women sit on a glass coffee table and he'd be under it, and yeah, he was unsavory, you know. I still like his music. I can indeed and do constantly separate the artist from the art. Sorry. A lot of artists are complete sickos. We know that. Didn't say I want to hang out with him. I wouldn't want to hang out with Bob Dylan either. That guy's a freak. That guy's treated women like crap. I'm gonna play some Joni Mitchell soon too, because I love Joni Mitchell and I have a big crush on her. She was a beautiful woman, even though she looked like a horse in a good way. And men treated her like crap, and she was great. Oh, Mellow Yellow. I don't know if I could ever play Donovan. Yeah, I don't, it's just too sissy, I think. But yeah, I'm so mad about 14. Yeah, I remember when that song came out. I was a little rascal back then. My brother told me not to play it because it was drug music. I didn't care. It was Mellow Yellow and Bananas and shit. What did I know about it? People are smoking the peels. It's code for getting smoking banana peels, which I don't think would hurt you. Sure as hell not going to get you high. I'm never going to do Cat Stevens because that was music made to have sex with sensitive women back in the day. It probably still works. Yeah, I'm sensitive, baby. Cat Stevens turned into a kill crazy Islamo terrorist wannabe guy. Kept him out of the United States for a long time. Just kept shooting his mouth off. He said he wanted to kill that writer. Forgot the guy's name, but it'll come to me or not. But Tia the Tillerman's a great album. Hey AC, how you doing, man? Yeah, Cat, some of it's great, but I have my own baggage about it. Mostly, yeah. Ace is a genius, man. Watch his stuff. Ace Commander makes good videos. He doesn't make enough of them. Yeah, I know Ace hovers here. He shows up. He's tying people out before. He's got my back. He's always right. Yay. Thank you, Chuck, you weirdo, but I still love you. Chuck, you weirdo, and you're dead anyway. Yeah, you check Ace checks on us mere mortals. Because I am not a genius, he is. Damn it.
Precision and imagination.
I'm a hack. That's what I'm a hack.
The Chico Hamilton Quintet. Chico Hamilton.
Well, I know this is Tico. Can't talk that. I can't talk those words. That he's got a quintet. Maybe. What did I do again? I touched something. Tell me not to. This is getting a copyright thing. Okay. Chico, I'm sorry, but. You got women rocking out to Disco Land. Oh God, fucking pathetic. I need to stop touching things. And this might cut out because of copyright. It does happen. I really don't have a radio voice, and I have my strokes, so I end up stammer, and I don't know. I'm certainly not mic right now. Obviously. I like talking to the world. And here, they actually type back at me, I think, unless I'm hallucinating. Yeah, this kind of is like a radio show anyway. close enough. This is Louis Armstrong, man. Louis Armstrong is the stuff, man. He goes decades and decades of great. Hey, that cornet, man. He was addicted to two things, marijuana and laxative. Look it up. Louis Armstrong was addicted to laxative. Chris laxative. I think Ace should endorse that. I'm Ace Commander, and I use Swiss Chris laxative. Keeps me clean. But to go into community radio and stuff, you have to get a license, I found out. And I know actually one of my friends did that, one of my weirdest friends. I'm not turning him up. So I don't touch anything. Is this Bob Crosby? I don't know. This guy's great. One of my very first 45s when I was a little kid, because I kind of inherited my father's 45s somehow. And I just fell in love with Louis Armstrong, not in the weird way. And I've loved him ever since. I remember when he was very much alive and on the radio, on TV all the time. It's like felt like he was my friend. And I've never heard anything bad about the guy. Everybody knew he was a pothead. He was very upfront about that. Hello, Hell. How you doing? You gotta love his voice, don't you? Yeah. If I've never done anything right with media, it is, I know good music to play. Oh, hell, thank you. That's really flattering and stuff. Right on. I hope I'm adding something to your night. That would really rock. I'm going to actually share this particular live stream with my ex because I wanted to share with one thing to her. She does not like YouTube, and she's starting to get what I do, and this will introduce her to what I do. And she's like, oh, this is actually beneficial to something or another, because he's playing a bunch of jazz. And talking to his good friends, who are nice, cool. I have good friends on this channel. I have the best friends on this channel. Because it adds so much to my life. It's amazing. You have no idea how much you find. You need some seizure in your life, Ace. Search and seizure. Oh, I'm not funny, Ace. Green, thanks for showing up. I haven't seen you around much. Cheers to you, Green. Cheers to you. I'm playing a movie called Jazz for Summer's Afternoon, Green. It's one of the best music documentaries ever made. See, everybody loves Ace. Ace is a celebrity. He just needs to make more videos. more,
Daddy Barcelona takes a
more
break
content.
and we cut out there.
What great musicians are on this movie. No wonder people were going crazy about Dixieland. You can find stuff in 78 you can't find anywhere. And I like 78s. I've owned quite a few of them. You should get them at yard sales a lot. When I was a little kid, I was a fiend for yard sales as a little kid, and that never went away. I still can't pass up a yard sale. I need to check that too. Green, do me a favor, if you will. Comment on any one of my videos, because I want to make sure I'm, I have you so I can watch all your stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen,
They're thick as heck.
it is Sunday, and it is time for the world's
Oops.
greatest gospel singer,
Oh, man.
Miss Mahalia Jackson.
You gotta love Mahalia, man. If you don't know who Mahalia is, you gotta find out. Thank you, Green. You're very cooperative. I like that. Oh, I can't see. Oh, there we go. I broke my one rule, which is keeping my phone plugged in so it charges. It pisses me off when people look. My phone's about to go out. Well, get a charger. Grow up. Yeah. I hate breaking my own rules, but what kind of pickups are you using, Green? That makes a lot of difference. All right, Mahalia, I gotta turn you down without screwing something up. Woman has pipes, as they say in the some whatever trade this is. Dragonfire. That's one new by me, but it must be fancy. I always like Strat pickups. I always like Strats a lot. I don't know, it's my favorite guitar, SGs are pretty cool too. And the humbuckers. I remember humbuckers. I knew guitarist, I wasn't one, My teens, I was always around guitarists, and I was a writer and poet, so I don't know. It all made sense. There you go, Ace. Thanks to catalogs and Amazon and everything else, you can get better deals than you ever had before. It's amazing. Maybe you go to stores and stuff. I guess they still have stores. But I had to chop around from a disco lights. My father loved Mahalia. Didn't know him, but I got his 45, so I got to learn a lot from him from his 45. I just still had him. My mom chucked them. I played them in a really crappy record player, destroyed them, but I got to listen to them for a long time. I would, when I was a little kid, I used to play disc jockey. I did. I'd forgotten all about that for years, but yeah, I wanted to be a disc jockey when I was a kid. So I guess I'm doing it now. I know what I need to do. Roll a cigarette. I love jazz and I love the gospel, and that's what this one is. One thing about jazz players, teams, not a bigot in the bunch. Plus, this Rhode Island's, I think people were cooler in Rhode Island. It's a pain in the ass. Rolling cigarettes this way. They're all tweet because I stepped on them. There we go. It's one of those slide roller fancy ones with the cigarette tubes, you know? It's low technology. Interesting to decide. Oh, I'm back. Psychedelic applause, yay. I wonder what we're gonna... I'll choose the last act. That's cool. Louis Armstrong, Mahalia, and Chuck Berry. God, what a movie. I played some yesterday there, Green. Screamy Jay Hawkins is great. Trying to get people to watch his videos. Like, this guy is great. He's racist. I don't think he is. He's just voodoo weirdo. The man could sing. I love that guy. I got a spell on. I put a spell on you. You're mine. Ah, he's great. I can't do that. He absolutely rocks. We're not sure what he is, but it rocks. Yeah, he was. Other people say that he has a bone in his nose, and it's a stereotype. Now, people don't get shit right, Chris. It's just people don't understand things anymore. I know he's great. I think he's funny as hell. Yeah, the whole racist thing is people being racist by calling each other racist. I don't know. I don't understand. And you got to walk all these fine lines, which I refuse to do here, especially. And, yeah, everybody in here is cool. This is a safe venue. This is about the last song. I'll probably go back on shortly anyway. Yeah, step on a crack. I see your point. Yeah. Mahalia. This is a good outro. You guys rock for liking this stuff. I'm glad. Kind of wonder sometimes about people. Yeah, I'm pretty autistic. I count things. I used to count things. I don't do that anymore. I would walk 5 miles and count every pace, and I had a system for doing it, which really, yeah, I was count things. Certain numbers have flavors and colors. I still have that. Lucky names, unlucky names. I always point out people's lucky names never did their unlucky names. Green Terror would absolutely be a very good name for me. And everybody loves Ace because, you know, it's Ace. I'm a big Ace Commander fan. I will say it 1,000 times. I don't know why his channel isn't huge because he's hilarious. I endorse him. Easily one of my favorite channels. But he doesn't make enough content. And some of his content needs to be my own name. My own real Mark is an unlucky name. I have been using that for Hey Ace. I tell people, hey Ace, come here for me. I don't remember the name, they're Ace. But that's very, I got that from Repo Man. Come with the Ace. It's very 1950s, you know, up underground name, Ace. How's your ass, Ace? Gotta remember that. How's your ass, Ace? Ace is gonna hear that every time he pops up. And you'll probably know him tell us all about his ass in clinical detail, because that's Ace. That's how he rocks it. That's how he rolls. Come on, Ace, let's roll. There are a lot of lucky names. Clyde. I can't stand that name, Clyde. That's kind of down the way. Yeah, Ace. How's your ass, Ace? Let's roll, Ace. Yeah, I'm ripping on your name, Ace. You're gonna hear a lot. Yes, your sweet, sweet buns. I hope they're glazed. Your glazed buns. We all talk about your buns, Ace. So what you get for being a cult hero? You're very culty. It's almost like numerology. It really is, but it's my own. I thought it's got to do with when I was a kid. Certain colors I don't like. I don't like orange at all. But I don't trust green, blue, absolutely, and red. And names with a lot of R's. R's are important. I still have a problem. My ex has no R's in her name or her first name, but she has one in her last name. So I get to deal with it. We can close our eyes and listen, Ace. I'm a colorist. World War II flying ace. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go off now because I ran out of music. But I'll probably be back later tonight because I'm in a good mood. And people show up, they show up, and people generally do. And you guys are great. Absolutely appreciate you people. You're the greatest and wonderful. And Chris, thank you for coming back, man. Keep coming back, Chris. We need you around. Because I say so.